Hello. Welcome to another edition of 5 Minutes with Shay. I'm your host, Shay Johnson, and today we are talking about, are you playing too small? By the way, what I do is I am a mindset and business coach, and I love helping online shepreneurs find, attract, and enroll their soulmate clients. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about whether or not you're playing too small. The answer is probably a big fat yes. We all are. And depending on how small you're actually playing, you're going to get smaller and smaller results. Okay? Let me explain. If you set a small, realistic goal, what happens is you're going to show up putting in small efforts because you're like, that's pretty realistic, right? If I put the average amount of effort in it, I'm going to reach it. What happens then is usually average efforts do not bring the result that you want. And what most people do then is to lower their goal. Now they're at a smaller goal and they're putting less than average efforts in it, right? Because it's just a little small, over realistic type of goal. And then they don't reach it again because they didn't put enough effort and they didn't really go for it. Then they shrink again. And what happens is you keep shrinking and not reaching any goals. And that is disappointing. And that is why so many women quit in their businesses. And it's so sad to see. I've been talking to so many women that I've known for the past year in business. I've been reaching out to a bunch of people. And it's sad to see how many of them are like, oh no, I quit. I don't do business anymore. I wasn't able to do it. Blah, 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 blah. A bunch of excuses. What the real problem is they didn't really go for it. They listened to all these people that said, oh, it's pretty easy. All you do is talk about what your offer is and everyone will love it. That is true. But you do have to talk often in the beginning. Otherwise, nobody knows who you are. Right? So you have to put in the effort and you have to start playing bigger instead of smaller. So if you have a goal right now, I want you to make it bigger instead of smaller. And I want you to make the effort that you're putting in bigger. And what happens, and you're probably thinking, what happens if I don't achieve it, right? Because that's the fear that we all have. Here's a challenge for you. If you don't achieve it, make it even bigger and put even more effort into achieving it. It's your goal, right? It's what you want. It's your dream. You gotta go for it, right? You keep playing small, keep playing. I see a lot of women just like building other people's dreams instead of their own, and they suffer for it. Another thing that I see way too often is women that are settling for less because they don't think they can get what they want to. I have this conversation often where someone's saying, I'm doing this thing, it's taking me so much time and effort, and I'm not making the amount of money that I want to make. My question is, what is the amount of money you want to make and what do you want to be doing? Oh, I want to be doing this and making this amount. I'm like, why aren't you doing that? Right? This whole idea of a means to an end does not work. If you're building another type of business in order to build the business that you want, it's going to take you a while to build the other business, and then that you're, by the way, not excited for. And then you still have to start from scratch to build the business that you actually do want. It makes no sense. Think about it. Yeah, it made sense to me at some point too, but it really does not make sense. Really think about it, okay? Okay? All right. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Just expand. Make sure that you are constantly expanding. Energy goes where intention flows. And so if your intention is expansion, energy will flow that way. If your intention is contracting constantly, even if it's unconscious, you're gonna keep contracting. And I sure don't want that for you, honey. All right, that's it. Another 5 minutes. See you tomorrow. Bye.